everybody, this is Michelle Fox and welcome back to the Simple Quilter. This video is number 4 in my organization series, and today I'm going to be showing you a few of the issues I'm having with my fabric stash, because this video is going to cover how I address my fabric stash and how I'm going to reorganize it. So before I did all that, I wanted to show you what issues I'm currently having. So here is my main fabric stash, or a big part of it anyway. Now this up here are brights. Behind this stack are 2 containers. One holds most of my holiday fabrics and the other holds half-yard cuts. But as you can see, it's hard to get in this cabinet, and it is a wreck up there, but I didn't want to fix it up for the video. I wanted to show you the real issues that I'm having. So whenever I have to get something out of the back, I have to remove everything. Then this shelf right here is the shelf where most of the fabric is that I use most frequently. This holds my creams, my lights, tans, reds, and blues. But let me show you what I have to do in order to get to a red or a blue. I first have to move this great big heavy stack. I have to remove these. And then there are my reds and blues. And as you can see, that's not very easy. So I really want to find a way to make them more accessible when I'm doing my projects. Now, one thing I have to keep in mind, I do like to keep my fabric behind closed doors so that it doesn't get damaged from the light, and we live in a very dusty area, so I want it to be somewhat protected from all the dust. So I have to keep those things in mind. Now, this shelf is also an issue. I have my fabrics on these little fabric storage cards, but they're real flexible. I'm not sure these are my favorite thing to use. And again, the fabric is stacked 2 rows deep. And in order to get to the row behind there, I have to move all of these. Needless to say, the fabric back there hasn't been seen in quite a while. Now this shelf holds my bolts of fabric, but behind these bolts of fabric are the bins that hold my scraps. So I have to move enough so I can pull these out. Now these are organized. They're in containers and each container's labeled, but in order to get to my scraps, I have to move all of my bolts first. So I want to do something to get these where they're more easily accessible. Now these cabinets aren't too disorganized, but I've purchased so many new pre-cuts that some of the shelves are out of control. See, I can't even shut that, and if I keep doing that, it's going to tear up my cabinet. And then I have my kits, and like I said, it's not too bad, but I really need to find a better way to store this. And these cabinets only have a door on one side, so I want to be able to keep the door closed most of the time to protect my fabric from the light. I'm going to be busy over the next couple of weeks trying to find out a system that's going to work a little bit better for me. And there's no telling what I'm going to discover as I go through my entire stash. Okay, I am back. I spent several days working on reorganizing my fabric stash, and I want to show you what I've accomplished. I love the results, and I've been sewing, well, I guess most of the time the past 2 weeks. It took me a few days to get my fabric stash in order, but that's including working full-time, so it's not like I spent every day, all day working on it. So let me show you what I've done. Okay, now if you remember, this shelf was a disaster. I decided I wanted a new place to put my scrap bins that was more accessible, and I chose the top shelf because these bins are lightweight and I'm tall so I can reach all of them, but I love having them here. So let me show you. Now this is just the one I put fabric in as I'm doing projects, and I'll sort them later into bins. But these are my bins, and these are really nothing new. I have 10 bins, and they're all labeled in different colors. But look how nice those look, and they're so easy for me to get. I can reach every single one, and I just have to move a couple of lightweight bins to get to them. Okay, so the next thing I did, I decided to put my holiday fabrics here. And there are containers behind there, and yes, I do have to move the stack, but I don't use holiday fabrics very often, so I'm really thinking this is really going to work out really well for me. So let me show you. There are a couple of containers behind this stack, and it holds some of my holiday fabrics. So let me show you how that looks. So I have these two bins. This is full of my Halloween fabric and Halloween fabrics, and then the other one has more Christmas fabrics in it. Well, I guess it has Christmas and Halloween fabrics in it. Now the thing that I really like about the holiday fabric shelf is I have all of my holiday fabrics together, and I really like that. And I do still have to move the front stack to get to the back, but again, I don't use my holiday fabrics very often, so I think this is going to work out good. Okay, now on the next shelf, if you remember, I had fabric wrapped on these, and these are called Elite Essential Designer Craft Organization fabric cards. Well, I decided I really didn't like fabric on these. They were flimsy, and for me, this just wasn't working. So I put 4 of my UFO bins back there, and then I put all of my pre-cuts right here. And I really like that. And because I've told you, in the past I've told you I don't like to dig, so right here I've just labeled which UFO containers are back there. So at a glance, I know what those are. I like that. I'm excited. And they're still protected from the light. In my other cabinets, these fabrics were constantly being exposed to any sunlight that came into the room. So I like that they're behind a door to protect them from the sunlight too. On the bottom row, I went ahead and put my bolts back there, but behind that are my wool fabrics and my wool kits, so they're just stacked up behind there, and I really haven't done a wool project in a long time, so I won't be getting to those very often either. So I just love the way this has turned out, and I think it looks really nice, and so far it's working out great. Now, during my fabric organization, I did rearrange my fat quarter drawer, and I just wanted to show you that. Okay, now this is my favorite part of my reorganization of my fabric stash. As you can see here, I got rid of the pre-cuts, or my bundles that were jammed in here, and I do still have some pre-cuts in here, and my kits are still here, and I did leave several of my UFO boxes in here. Okay, so this is absolutely my favorite part. I love it. I've been using it this week while I've been sewing, and it just works out incredible. So let me show you. I have sorted my fabrics by color. They were really pretty sorted before I got started, but you know, it was a mess and I had to clean it up. And these are all folded still the same right here. So I have my reds and my blues, my oranges and my greens, my creams and my tans. On the very bottom shelf down here, because I don't use these very much, are my Brights and my novelty prints and my homespuns. I put those down there because I don't get to them very often and they're not super easy to get to. But anyway, I do still have to take these out by the stack, but I can see all of them. They're only stacked one deep, and then here along the side, to utilize as much space as I can, I put my 1930 fabrics, my reproductions, and those are here and here, and then I just put corresponding colors with the others. And one of my friends had suggested that maybe I could utilize, you know, I could fold it different so I could get two stacks side by side so they weren't too deep. So they're not equal sizes, but I love this, and I love that I can see all these beautiful fabrics. And one of the most exciting things in this whole process was getting to see each and every one of my fabrics. And I truly have some beautiful fabrics, and I just loved it, and it was a lot of fun. It was a big mess because after I showed you the mess that it was in, I took all of the fabrics out and I put them on my sewing table and my cutting table, and I had fabric everywhere. It was kind of funny because one of my brothers, he said, well, can't you get rid of some of that? And I said, well, I did. I think I got rid of 3 pieces that I just really didn't like and I didn't think I'd be using. But my goal wasn't to de-stash, it was just to reorganize my stash. But I did go through those. Now, my UFOs, I didn't reorganize that fabric, and then I have kits that I didn't reorganize or include in this part of my stash. And then my flannels I keep separate in 2 big bags. So anyway, I just love the results. And it's just really so exciting to see all these beautiful fabrics when I open these doors. And they're still protected from the light and the dust here because I can just close those. Okay, so I wanted to give you a demonstration on how I have folded my fabric, and perhaps it will give you an idea of how you can fold your fabric for storage in your quilt room as you work on organizing your fabric stash. Okay, so I have cut 2 pieces of cardboard, and I just got them out of my garage, and I know it's kind of silly, but I didn't know what those stains were, so I just put some tape over them just to protect my fabric. And this piece is 9 by 22, and then this piece is 4 by 12. So let me show you how I fold the larger pieces first. So here's a larger piece of fabric, and here's the fold, and here are the selvages. So let me show you what I've done. Okay, so I just take the 9 by 22 piece, just lay my fabric in there, and then I just wrap it up. Pull that cardboard out, and then I just fold it in this way. And I like to fold it this way so that this raw edge doesn't show. And I've been folding my fabric like this for a really, really long time. But this is kind of the new way I'm doing these smaller pieces so that I can maximize the use of my space. Okay, so here's the fold, and here are the selvages, and I use both pieces of cardboard. So let's see, just start here, and then I just folded that other piece over just like that, and then I slipped I slipped that cardboard piece out. Then I just took this little piece and I just rolled or folded the fabric right onto there. Pull it out, and you just have just a beautiful little folded piece. Now, Oh, I meant to mention, I didn't put anything on my design wall for you to see this time. I will have something fun for you to see next week, but I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I hope it will give you some ideas on reorganizing your fabric stash, or just organizing it if you've never organized it before. If you like today's video, please hit that subscribe button. If you haven't, always feel free to leave a comment. I love to get the comments, and I try to reply to each and every one. And until next time, have fun quilting.